about to be reacting to. Can you overdose on weed? I think you can, but it's not like a serious overdose. It's called greening out. Like I know you can, cause I greened out before. If you if you call yourself a smoker and you never greened out, then you're not a real smoker. Greening out is when you smoke so much weed you just pass out. You don't even remember what just happened. You don't know how you just passed out. It's not a good feeling, honestly. I wouldn't suggest it. I wouldn't even suggest trying to. I'm not sitting here pushing drugs on y'all. I'm just saying you can overdose on weed, and it's called greening out. But let's see what he talking about in the video.
A drug overdose occurs when a person takes more than the medically recommended dose, resulting in a toxic state which can sometimes lead to death. It can be accidental or intentional, where an individual wants to end their life. How
Right.
much of a drug causes an overdose
turn
can
captains
differ
on?
from person to person and their own physiology.
Uh.
So what about marijuana? There's been a lot of
My bad.
news about the medical
Nah,
benefits
I ain't never heard of nobody dying off of smoking too much. Never. They snort too much powder. They take too many pills. Okay. And, you shoot too much in your body with a needle. Okay. But with smoking weed, nah, I never heard of that. Nah.
this drug in recent months, and in many countries, it has been legalized for medical purposes. But is there a dangerous side to it?
Yeah.
That's what we intend to find out. In this episode of the Infographic Show, can you overdose on weed?
Yes.
Before we answer this question, let's
Not
first
no
look at
deadly overdose. But yeah, you can.
what weed is. The name weed is slang for cannabis, and there are a fair few slang names for this green bushy plant. In fact, according to Time magazine, there are as many as 1,200 slang names for cannabis. The more common names
1,200 slang names? It's 1,200 names for weed. Marijuana, weed, ganja, gas, loud, Zaw. I can't name too many, bro. I ain't
With
smoked in
marijuana?
like 7 months. I'll show y'all in a second.
pot, bud, green, grass, hash, ganja, 420, and of course,
Who calls weed 420? I know they got it like a holiday, bro. Who calls it that?
weed. Why weed? Because essentially, cannabis is a plant, and in the right conditions, it can grow in abundance like a weed. So what exactly is marijuana?
Look, y'all, this how long it's been since I smoked a blunt. Can y'all see that, bro? I hope y'all can see it. Y'all probably can't. Alright, whatever. It says 7 months, 24 days, 7 hours, 2 minutes, and 46 seconds. Ooh, clap it up for me in the chat. Come on. I'm sober, yes sir.
Are the effects it has.
Feels good, man.
It is both a medicine and a recreational substance, and is the most popular illicit drug in the world. In the past few years, many states have changed the laws on the use of this drug, and
Alaska not down there. Nigga, Alaska is up here. I'm tripping? Am I tripping? I thought Alaska was like up here somewhere. I'm gonna look it up.
2017 Gallup poll showed that 64% of Americans support legalization. As it stands today, recreational marijuana is legal in 9 states and medical marijuana is legal in 30 states. Oklahoma became
Yeah,
the
bro.
30th state.
I know I wasn't tripping. It's like extended off of Canada. Bro, I hate that y'all can't see this. I'm gonna get a new camera. Y'all see that? It's like extended off of Canada. It's above the United States. I know I wasn't tripping.
Legalized medical marijuana in June this year, when residents voted 56 to 43% in
Man,
support
it's
of
cold
the
in Alaska and it's hot in Hawaii. That wouldn't even make sense. I think they just did that to show all the states.
initiative.
Okay, that makes sense.
There are various parts to this plant, so let's take a look. Marijuana actually refers to the flower that buds on the plant. This is dried and cured from the female cannabis plants and often smoked to bring on the effects of the drug. Then there's the keef, which refers to the sticky pollen glands, which contains the terpenes that make cannabis have its unique smell, as well as
Drink your water,
cannabinoids such as tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC, which interact with different receptors in the body to produce a wide range of effects such as feeling high. There's also hashish, which is made by compressing the cannabinoid-rich resin of the marijuana plant to produce a brown, solid substance. Tinctures are liquid concentrates made
Damn,
through
it's a lot
alcohol
that goes into,
extraction.
like, a
This
weed.
extracts many of
Where'd
the
that come
plant's
from?
beneficial cannabinoids, often used for medical purposes. And finally, hash oil, which can be created using a variety of solvents like butane to extract the resinous material from the marijuana plant's flowers. In terms of usage, a Yahoo News Maris survey reported in 2017 that approximately 35 million Americans use marijuana on a monthly basis. At least 78 million surveyed reported having tried the substance at some point in their lives, and 55 million residents reported using marijuana within the past year. So how safe is it to regularly take the drug, and are there any risks of
It's
overdose?
definitely safe. It's safer than drinking, honestly. I wrote a, this might sound crazy, but to graduate, I had to write a 10-page paper. And I got to pick whatever subject I wanted to talk about for 10 pages. I talked about why marijuana should be legalized in all 50 states. That might sound crazy that they let me write that, but oh well. Um, I failed. I failed by like 1 point due to some grammar stuff, but then I just fixed the grammar and I passed it. But it's not even about that. Excuse me. This is about, yeah. I feel like weed is. I'm not gonna say it's good for you, but it's not necessarily bad. It depends on who you give it to and how much the person consumes it. Shit like that, cause you can throw away a lot of time smoking. I threw away a lot of time that it could have been used towards YouTube or anything else that would be beneficial in life. All cause I want to feel good for a couple minutes, couple hours maybe. Yeah, I threw away a lot of time, bro.
The effects of smoking marijuana are usually felt almost immediately and can last from 1 to 3 hours, while effects from eating or drinking can last for several hours but take longer to take hold. Common effects of marijuana intoxication include relaxation, sleepiness, euphoria, dry mouth, impaired perception,
What does
red
euphoria
eyes,
mean?
and increased appetite, which users commonly refer to as the munchies, where they often crave higher doses of sugary foods like candies and chocolate. Okay, that all sounds quite pleasant, but what if you take too much of this mind-altering herb? If large quantities of the drug are taken, or if the user is inexperienced and not used to the effects, there can be some unpleasant side effects such as panic, paranoia, acute psychosis, nausea, and shortness of breath. But negative effects of marijuana usually subside on their own and don't typically require medical
You know,
care.
I've
And
never seen somebody have psychosis off of smoking weed. Now I know this one girl in school, she had a panic attack from eating an edible. She 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 had it bad. She was in the middle of the class. She got on the floor. I can't feel my body. That's not funny. It's not funny, but that's how she was. Just rolling, scratching herself. I can't feel my body. Ah, that was crazy. That was crazy. But I said it to say this. Uh, I ain't never really seen nobody have psychosis. That's not psychosis. I feel like psychosis is when people like lose their mind, lose their marbles. People say that you got laced because you going through psychosis. I never really
cases of
seen it.
overdose
I've
on
been
marijuana
paranoid
are
for sure,
extremely small. So, can you
for
actually
sure.
overdose to the point of death? From our research, it seems to be widely considered impossible to actually die from a marijuana overdose. One reason is because the cannabinoid receptors in the brain aren't located in the brain stem and don't control any essential functions, unlike most depressants and stimulants. We could not find any officially recorded instances of people dying from a fatal dose of marijuana alone. There was a case that hit headlines in 2017, which included the seizure and death of an 11-month-old baby after exposure to cannabis. Many media outlets reported this as the first marijuana overdose death. But Thomas Knapp, an author of the report who is now the director of medical toxicology at St. Luke's University Health Network in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, was quoted later as saying, "We are absolutely not saying that marijuana killed that child." According to the Huffington Post, in 1988, a DEA judge
That's
argued in
thunder.
favor
Oh my gosh, it would do. I couldn't even shoot a 1v1 today. I was in the middle of it. It started pouring rain.
rescheduling marijuana because of its low harm profile. In his ruling, he explained that a user would have to ingest somewhere between 20,000 to 40,000 times the amount of THC that is found in a single marijuana joint to approach a lethal dose. A smoker would theoretically have to consume nearly 1,500 pounds of marijuana within about 15 minutes to induce a lethal response, wrote Judge Francis Young. So it certainly seems the jury is out on this one, and though you can overdose on weed to a point of serious and unpleasant side effects, it's highly unlikely you can die from this drug when taken on its own. Are there other overdose cases you've heard of that we didn't find? Let us know in the comments. Also, be sure to check out our
Hmm. So we in agreement then. I ain't see him say nothing about grinning out, but yeah, you can't overdose off marijuana. This is one of the things that you can't overdose off of. You can get so high, go to sleep, and be high the next day. But overdose, death, nah, that's not happening off of marijuana. But no, I said what I said, and y'all heard what I said. So I'm gonna catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.